New York Mets play the Miami Marlins.
Here's the Marlins starting lineup today. Jazz Chisholm again on the leadoff spot as he was. And then by the time he gave up the 3 right field, and Chisholm has a base hit. Beautiful day, although cool, 49 degrees at game time, and Chisholm goes.
It's called the scrim.
Oh, the scrim, right. Late last season, the scrim, and got all over everything. I believe we
running, and he is.
And a swing in the mid. Alvarez and the tag on the foot.
Did he beat the tag? Yes, he did.
And there goes Chisholm stealing third. Alvarez's throw, and it's dropped by
Alvarez. I wonder. I guess that's in the scouting report. One base is normally off.
And takes the fastball down the middle. 3-1. Manufactured too many. And it rises on with a walk. And Carrasco starts him off with the fastball. And the slider in for a strike, and it's over there. And Dillon, it's over his head, and it's out of here. The early jump. It's 3-0 Miami. Hit the heck out of it.
No doubt.
With 2 sliders, and the worst one he threw
on home runs.
Yes.
Gurriel, Lindor, and Francisco throws him out.
Big debut here. Actually, it's back on the field from the DA rest.
Obviously, Garcia only giving up 2 runs in the first inning in their first day. Escobar throws out Garcia. Off for Brandon Nimmo, DH spot for Mark.
3 innings, so in a relief appearance in Miami.
How polished his curveball was. Well, he barely throws his curve. Well, he had Tommy John. I don't know if that was the reason why, but
I just don't.
School Barry Zito.
Oh, there you go.
Swing and a miss, and Pham is struck out on the fast.
Installing for little back issues. Birdie at short.
Marte takes the curveball for a strike. He's hit in 4 straight games now, and he drilled. Is down for an extra base hit.
Marte now
games, and Francisco Lindor at 3 for 6 with 2 home runs, and he takes a first pitch slider. 395. There goes Marte stealing third. The throw by Fortes is. And Joey Cora calls for the trainer to come take a shot at home plate.
Oh, he just beat it. Good call.
Ooh, right up against the side of his head. That's what made contact. He's going to stay in for the moment anyway. First. And Lindor takes the backdoor break. The back
was a good angle. Ron?
I don't think so. Able to hold the.
And he takes first pitch slider for a strike. Nothing. Can't hold up on that fastball away, and it's
For the season.
It's only outing to bottom the rotation. And he strikes out Alonso with a slider. So once they got Marte in the dugout, they made Gene Segura, who has hit him hard in the past, and he gets a first pitch slider over to.
Turn a pop fly.
Double walk to a rise, and then on an 0-2 slider, Brian.
Carrasco is not a guy that goes out.
Center coming across is McNeil to make the catch.
Such a versatile player. He's just a
Or he's kind of trying to hit the corner for Carlos and for others.
Call strike to Dubs. Guillorme, so McNeil and Guillorme get the first. He's had himself quite a career. 104 big lead right there.
Try to get themselves in a better place to pitch quicker.
Be that distance running.
So enthusiastic when it's all done.
30 hits 2 hopper to Escobar, and it's a 1-2-3. Marcano leads off against Braxton Garrett and takes a fastball for a strike. And that. Hello, Mary Lou. Jeff McNeil. There's a strike. Well, the Mets are facing it. And McNeil for a base hit. Canna will go for third and nobody out.
You want to get him up.
that had an inner half.
Escobar. And he takes the first pitch curveball for a start ahead 0-2. And Escobar goes down swinging. And now Francisco Alvarez. And chases a first pitch slider.
He's more anxious when there's ducks on.
Bounces one foul on the curveball.
One high fastball here from Garrett.
And it's it. Canna had to hold up. McNeil stops at third for me.
He got it in. That's just nice hitting by.
Be a tough guy to double up. And a fastball poured in for a strike 2. Who says which fans?
It was
I think the fan.
Crazy. And Castro takes one right down the middle for
Perez did.
years of 2 leagues. And they get the force at second to end the inning. But he's 20. Nobody's done in a long time. And there's a strike. Chisholm. I told you. 3-2. 3-2 from Carrasco. And Pete ranging wide. Carrasco has to cover and gets there back toward the dugout.
Jeff showing a lot of respect.
This one's hit a Hooper. Back goes Pham to get it. And that's. And Pete makes that play going to his left. Side took over for the injured Starling Marte. And rolls out to Bernie. The bare hand play. At 5 in the first 2 innings to help negate it. And Lindor swung foul on the curveball. And he strikes out Lindor with a high fastball on the base. There it is. Segura gets the out at second. The relay by and gave the Marlins the lead. 1-1 to De La Cruz. And this time De La Cruz gets aboard.
As you're trying to come up to the big leagues and catcher, you actually have to think the outfield. That'll be a base hit, so the Marlins have 2 runners up. You've got to look at everything.
First time up, first and second team against the Mets. But he drills McNeil on the warning track, and he gets there for the. He's going to get beyond McNeil.
You know, excelled at that part of the game. Their manager
O'Neill for what is a good play. Nice grab by Lindor. The glove flip and the.
Something else.
Arcana leads off the home 4th. Obviously, Garcia has. Canna had a base hit and scored the only Mets run. They just announced 8th pitch of the at bat to Canna. And the throw across the diamond. You're 13, 14, 15 years old.
It's very simple, really.
4-pitch walk to McNeil. Going on.
I don't think the scoreboard knows that's why.
I mean, the idea of first and 1 out. And Escobar will motor to third. Escobar heads for second. Escobar, and the Mets have second and third.
He's a better right hand.
2-0.
He's got himself in a good hitter's count.
And that's grounded foul. And Alvarez takes a big rip at the slider, and why he took it. And he goes down swinging on the slider. Remember Benito Santiago? And so Benito, as Castro swings and fouls one at the plate. And comes De La Cruz, and
Oh, he sure did.
Nice. Lindor, foot came out from under him, but he makes the play and throws it. And I would be
from Oakland. Was it Jed Lowers?
Fouled off by Birdie. Each come up with one. That's Leo will have to play this one on a hop. Birdie on.
Yes.
Last year stole only one more. There goes Birdie. The pitch is high. Alvarez with the throw, and the Mets will not challenge.
I'll take it back. I think he was out.
He might
was outside. It was just.
And Birdie motors around third. So the stolen base helps.
Off the plate. Indoors shoes. It's Columbia blue.
Cooper, and this ball is out of here. Marlins have scored 3 times.
Third home run again. They're all hanging slider, Ronnie.
Luis Arias fouls him, but just to button up the number 4s. That's good. Outstanding. This is over. And that's the getting a chance to get through the 5th with a little lower pitch count than what he. There's ball 4, and De La Cruz is on. For Lindor, gets the force to end the inning, but
on Pham.
Or was it called on Pham for not being ready? Give me a clock violation. I'll get a base. Actually sees from Garrett. Has his. Guillorme had an infield hit in his first at bat in this game. Ready to his right, gets the out at second. No chance to turn ball 1. And the pitching matchup in game 1. That's back-to-back lefties, Weathers and Snell. Can't play by Segura. His throw to first in the dirt.
You can't reach him. Give the first baseman a long.
And Chisholm has to play it on the hop. And that'll pitch single to center to cut the Miami.
A little deeper. And in this case,
first pitch curveball, ball one. 3-1. And Marks Cruz got a bad break on it, and it hops against hits yesterday as he beat De La Cruz. And Jeff takes ball four, so Scott Escobar, who had a double over the third base bag at the plate. And Segura on the backhand, race to the bag, and he gets there just.
Mentioned it, Xander Bogaerts, the addition of him so far, he's been fair, and so far this season, it's kind of singles. Juan Soto, the different things that Soto does in and out.
Them from the bottom of the order was Trent Well. Pham, though, hurries back and gets to it at the end because he just signed a long-term extension.
And was seen here in 2020.
You know, Waka had a great year for the Red. He comes off the suspended list. Swing and a miss, and some money in years on that infield. Regularly, the guys start getting home a little earlier. A takeoff early by Sanchez, and he steals the base standing.
make a move and step off like that. I mean, it never happened to me. It doesn't mean it couldn't have.
Home sixth inning, Francisco Alvarez for his third at bat. Who got the last out in the fifth. And Alvarez retired, one out.
Total dominance. Those three
that nobody else does. Said everybody's got analytics in the game today. They have you focus specifically on the game. That they're unbelievable at pinpointing what players are.
Tommy Pham down on the count 0-2.
You're bad at.
Chisholm playing over that way, makes the grab. Jazz Chisholm leading off. As strike three called, and Chisholm. There was plenty.
The problem when you have a signal.
And that's in the corner. It's over his head. About hit.
Well, he likes that up, and you can just see he just plays it
For Luis Arraez. And Arraez takes a strike. Arraez and Bogaerts. Ground Yorme on the backhand. The quick throw and hop off the chest protector of Alvarez. Here's one out to center. Tagging it third is Cooper. Feed. It'll be cut off. Sacrifice.
giant catcher. Buster Posey. Perfect timing.
Is that Scott Cousins?
Yes,
Cousins.
Carlos Carrasco started for the Mets. Sick to Gurriel. Center has to run to left center to get it. And that retires. JT Chargois takes over the pitching as we go to the bottom of the. Handled by Segura. One out. But really made his name with the Dodgers. You know, baseball people will always say the best trades are the. And Lindor strikes out.
Coach with a ski hat on.
Alonso had a base hit to drive and a run his last time up. Strike three call. Throwing 36 pitches over the plus 50 in their first 9 games of the season. First teams. Off is Escobar, out at second. Guillorme's turn. Not hard pressed with injuries right now. Harper's not going to be rolled that way for a while. It's been curveball by Nagosic. Well, those were the intra-division records, of course. 2-2 to Fortes on the outside corner. Got him looking at a fast three on the day. There goes Segura. The Alvarez sails into center field nearly in time, so it's a stolen base for. Birdie late on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And on his 52nd pitch, a career inning, Marcana leads off against Dylan Floro and takes a strike. One ball, and they have a 7-2 lead. Hampson looking through the sunglasses, puts it on. Yesterday, the Phillies were down 2-3 batters. And De La Cruz having trouble with the wind, and a breeze is blowing. And
wow.
And he flights center, angling in is Sanchez, and he gets the driving a run in the second. And Alvarez takes a rip at a slider. 0-2 coming. On the outside corner, got him looking at a fast.
6 by strikeout.
And Escobar is there. And gets the speedy Hampson. And then they find out here's Garrett Cooper. I mean, it's just so hard to be hurt on the slide. Out of the mound, and Santana will take this one himself. To also walk today, 1 for 3.
It's higher up now.
Playing for Lindor, had trouble coming up with it, and
That's a rule of the base hit, I bet.
throwing error after the stolen base by
For 24.
another hit for De La Cruz. 2 for 2 for our big points today for his relief effort. And Gurriel watches ball 4. Field for the injured Avisail Garcia. Changeup from Santana knows. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. 3-2 strikeouts and a. And look, hobbled by Segura, recovers but not in. 2-2. And he struck him out with the slider. Darvish. Slider backpedaling, coming across the shortstop. Birdie. Been a rough day at the plate for Lindor. But short, Birdie plays it cleanly, and the Marlins take the 2.
Skip Schumacher shook up the lineup.